All right, in this video we're going to go over the new Graco Fusion FX. There's a few neat features on this gun that they've kind of adapted over the years. The first of which is going to be their mixing chamber. So you're going to need your tool here. You'll loosen up the cap, and this just is regular thread on this, and you'll pull that out. Once it's removed, you can see this tiny piece here, which is actually the mixing chamber. Now this piece here is reverse threaded onto this cap, so you'll have to kind of go the opposite way than what you're used to get it out. And once that's removed, you can swap out your mix chamber for another one if you wanted to change your size or anything on that. It's very easy to access, which is really, really nice, very quick and easy. And then just to reinstall it, simply you put it right back into that cap. And again, it is reverse threaded, so you'll put that in like so and reinstall it there in the tip. You'll see there's a little nub here on the top of that mixing chamber. And inside of that cartridge, there's actually a little slot for it. Once you line those up, you'll push it in, and then you'll screw on that cap. And on this particular style, you'll have to make sure this cap is on there really tight. So you use your tool again, make sure that it's nice and tight on there. You may give it a little more than you would think you would, because it's going to need a better seal than any other gun that we've used before. Another neat feature of this gun is going to be the availability of your screens. They're actually right here on the bottom of this block. Nothing needs to be taken apart to access them. Simply get your tool, and you'll just unscrew it, and then you'll just pull it right out. And then this assembly, basically you have just one O-ring on here, and then with the screen you can just slide it right up, and you'll see there's a spring underneath there to kind of position this check ball. So later on, we'll get into it later on, so you check out that cartridge system itself. But that cartridge system actually push down on that check ball, allowing material to flow. It's a really neat screen screw assembly here, really simple. Then once you clean off your screens or replace it, whatever you need to do, you can just slide it right back on and slide it right back in, get your tool back out, and you'll just tighten that right back down. It's that easy. It's really, really convenient for the user on that for sure. Another feature is going to be your valves. No more tools needed to open and close your valves. It's just simply you can do with these by hand really easily. Open and close your valves just like that. That's a really nice feature as well, without having to have this in your pocket to open and close your valves while you're working. And then to remove this block down here, there's going to be another screw right here in between your screens. You'll kind of just unscrew that. All these will be the same size, which is really nice. Once that's loose, you kind of just pull this right out, and you can remove that. So these are those pieces I was talking about earlier that pushes down on those check balls. So these are the pieces that do that. So whenever it's installed, it gives that those check ball to be able to position properly. And then to remove your cartridge, basically you just turn it, and then you'll pull it just straight off. It's that easy. And then you can slide on your new one. You can basically line it back up, turn it back that way, and it's nice and tight. And then you'll go ahead and reinstall your block here, line everything up with that, make sure your screws lined up properly, and then just start tightening. And then it'll basically feel like it's just going to bottom out, and that's going to be all you need to do there. So it's a very simple gun, really easy to access all of the maintenance and services that you may need to do this on a day-to-day basis. It's really nice and convenient, and I'm excited to put this thing through its paces.